Hello, everybody.
Hello, hello.
Hello, the people I can't see. 'Cause I'm currently not looking at chat.
I need to turn up the Discord volume.
Just trying to remember the right controls. Okay, I've never heard of Raise the Death Counter.
Are you ready to raise the death counter?
Yes, we are.
The death counter was already raised.
Even more though.
You see, the numbers already raised, we just don't see it yet.
The moon exhilarates me. The moon shines down! Over here! You're through! New escape. Back to dust.
There we go. 101.
Death's 101.
201, whichever the number.
I mean, since we started counting. Probably had way more deaths than that.
Hello, James. I hope we don't get another 100, but we'll see.
It might happen.
I already died much earlier than I should have.
Over here! You're through! I call on the moon's pale light. Fight is over. Abandoned.
So watch this on 2 bits.
Hit me!
It's not cool.
Okay, now I can read.
The moon shines down!
How's Genshin been, James?
New escape.
We've all gotten addicted to it.
I call on the moon's pale light. Fight is over.
Spent a ton of time today grinding out for a weapon.
Expire. Back to dust.
I mean, I'm not doing terrible compared to the start of last stream, but I feel like I should be doing better than this.
To get to that second DM.
What characters are you using?
Get away! I call on the moon's pale light. Fight is over. Abandoned.
Actually, you know what, Walter? I don't remember if you said what your full team was. All I remember is that you used Razor.
Let me get past this DM.
Gotta be able to multitask.
Or not.
Lame. I mainly switched between Razor and Barba. I will occasionally use Kaya and then also
I mean, weren't
occasionally.
you re-rolling for a while though? For you know what that wasn't even in the game.
Yes. I stopped when I got
Okay,
Razor.
you gotta tell the story about that. So both Rolter and I are pretty big fans. I'm gonna say that of Xiao, and we were both thinking, okay, like we want to reroll for him because we knew that on the beta server he was already playable, so we kind of assumed he was in the game. And Rolter had already been re-rolling for a bunch of time, and because my computer's being a toaster half the time, and it didn't want to run the game, so I finally got the game running after a while. Like while he had already spent hours, I think, re-rolling, and I checked the list of units that were on the banners, and I didn't see Zhao anywhere. And I was like, "Is Zhao even in the game?" Just Rolter, just.
I think I had stopped re-rolling before that point.
But you just kind of died inside.
I think I only made like 14 accounts.
Still, though,
Only.
it was a waste of time.
No, it wasn't. I didn't get anyone I want until I got Razor, and that's when I stopped.
Yeah, I was gonna probably reroll through that.
And then I casually pull Venti.
Casually. Wasn't it like on the first floor or something?
Yep.
I call on the moon's pale light.
Do you want to type in chat what characters James is using? Because I don't think you heard me.
It's over.
Wait, what?
Did you want to type in chat what characters James is using? Because I don't know if you heard me.
No.
The moon shines down.
Maybe he's too busy being addicted.
Very true.
He said something after I asked the question.
Maybe.
It is real.
These mining timings are strange.
Lotus head. Don't know where to get them.
Oh, the names. The first, I guess, Amber. Guess we haven't summoned then, or just kind of early on. Yeah, it's Amber.
Damn, we're getting Amber's name already.
Not a true
I
addict
mean,
yet.
to be fair, she does kind of suck.
What?
She's the best lighter.
Yeah, she's the best. She's the best at lighting torches. I will admit that.
I like using Amber, thank you very much.
I don't like using her.
Why?
She doesn't do any damage.
You don't have gear!
Even when you start off, though, she's really mediocre.
She needs specific gear, and even then,
You all just have bad gear rolls.
I told you I couldn't even get the stupid attack teacup. So I just said screw it, and now I'm gonna go for the gladiator set.
it's like there's
It's
a
probably
gift that I
even more
have
painful,
in
but still.
there's a gift that I have in mind for her, but I haven't gotten any of those to drop.
Yes, I also wanted to explore all of the map before I did anything important.
Took me a couple days before I actually went on my cross-country run of the entire continent.
The moon shines down.
At least you're full party then, Blue.
What?
At least you're full party.
Right now, I mean, I only really use 3 characters right now. And then I just kind of have the last slot for puzzles. It's just Razor, Barbara, and then Shuangling. And eventually I'm going to build up Sucrose. But right now, Amber's just kind of there for puzzles.
I mean, I probably just use Razor and Barbara for combat, and then if I'm doing like trials or whatever, I'll have Amber and Shaolin for the extra attack. If I'm exploring, I'll probably have Venti in there and Amber. But fighting something lightning, I'll have Kaya.
I don't want to get Tanya instead. I don't want to use Kaya. The Primogem crystals are actually used for summoning. You can technically use them for other stuff, but it's best just to keep them for summoning. What you can do actually, and I don't really recommend this, is you can go into the shop and you can actually purchase, because there's 2 other types of currencies for summoning. You have Acquainted Fate, which can only be used on like the normal banners, and then you have Intertwined Fate, which is for the timed banners or limited banners. And you use your Primogems to either translate that into those 2 type of fates, and then you can spend them on those banners, or you can just save them and then just wait for a banner that you're pulling on, and then just putting pull even after you've depleted your fates, and it'll just ask you, do you want to use 1,600 Primogems to do a 10 pull or whatever. And yeah, so just kind of treat it as your summoning currency for now. As for leveling up the main character in Amber, right now I think probably yes, because you don't really have a lot of options on you unless you actually do plan to summon. Because if you do actually plan to summon, which you probably should on the Noel banner, because you get the 2 discounted summons, you are guaranteed Noel on the first one, but you could also get other stuff on your second pull and potentially get good things there, and you might want to switch out some of the free units with those. It's under wishes. It's on the main menu. If you, I don't know what control scheme you use. If you're on keyboard, you use escape, and if you're on controller, you press options. And there should be a thing on the menu that says wishes.
Also, you have to get to a certain point of the story.
You should have wishes.
Yeah, it is at a certain point of the story. Oh, it's on iOS. I don't know. I wouldn't know. But however you open your menu. But yeah, I think it is after you have to get a few adventure ranks, I think, to start summoning. And they give you quite a few Primogems and fates to start off with. So I would wait until maybe adventure rank 10 to start doing it, if you plan to summon.
I have to wonder how many people are actually playing on phones.
No, some people are.
Oh, my sister's playing on the phone.
I know a lot of people say that Amber sucks there.
Well, apparently half my family's using iPhone, so that's what they're all using.
The moon shines down.
It shouldn't take
Can't
that
open
long
there.
to get a 10 actually, even from 5, because they give you a lot of stuff to work with early on.
5, he should have wishes unlocked. Unless he actually hasn't gone to the guild yet.
No, I never really understood like how people can play on keyboard. It just feels super uncomfortable.
I can play on keyboard, I just don't have a comfortable setup for me to use my keyboard and mouse is all.
I call on the moon's pale light. Fight is over.
I would think it would lag super hard on the phone, but I'm not using the phone.
I hope there's crossplay when they get the Switch version out,
Not that I can actually use my phone.
because I don't want to keep playing my PC.
Crossplay is one thing, but will you be able to take your data over? Something like that.
You can switch
That's
your
why I
data
said-
between phone and PC, so I would hope so.
Well, that's kind of the problem, because PS4 doesn't let you, but that's a Sony thing.
Yeah, we don't talk about PS4 right now.
Yeah.
I actually have to make purchases on the mobile version because the PC version just doesn't let you.
Hmm?
I have to make purchases on the mobile version.
Doesn't what?
The PC version doesn't let you
It doesn't let you...
make purchases.
What?
It has
How?
weird restrictions. You can look it up on forums.
That's weird. But I think that's probably because, I guess depending on where you started from, like they get a certain percent from your payments or whatever.
Call on the moon's
For
pale
wishes.
light. Fight is over.
I mean, not like it
There's a whole
matters,
thing
though.
going on with the mobile market
Go
right
full
now.
free or go full free to play.
Well, I thought it was the fact that they were based in China and my card didn't like that, but it went through on mobile.
It's really weird.
Yeah, mobile doesn't give a damn, for the most part.
The moon shines down. You're through. No escape.
I like the game, but I can't say that I'm addicted to it.
Unlike a certain someone.
I call on the moon's pale light.
Yeah, most of my time has been gone to run Factory 4.
It's over.
Energy, do you mean the resin?
Even then, you have a daily cap for that, I think.
Yeah, there's a cap for paying for resin with like primogems, I think.
Yeah,
And
6
I
times a
wouldn't recommend
day.
doing that, especially early on. It refreshes over time though. It's about 8 minutes, I think, per
Yeah.
one.
Really shitty regen time.
Yeah.
Well, it says it's like
But
16
you don't really have
hours.
to worry about it early on though. It only really matters later on.
When you're done with all the main stuff you do.
Yeah, just don't worry about it right now. And they give you items to refresh it anyways.
Which the game does not use inherently.
No, it doesn't.
They could add a quality of life feature. I don't know.
I mean, according to one of my friends, there's a lot of quality of what they feel should already be in the game based on Honkai Impact 3.
Yeah, well, Honkai is a totally different thing. That is strictly a mobile game.
Yeah, but it's also from the same company.
True. But that is also
I
strictly
mean, it's
mobile,
been
while
out
this one
for a
is more
while
of
though,
a...
right?
Yeah, but you feel like they should already know to have these things in the game.
Fight is over.
Maybe they just wanted to push it out even
Yeah,
when it
but
wasn't ready. I mean,
this is
considering
mobile
it
versus-
is kind of not super optimized.
They're doing much better than Historia, so
I really want them
Oh.
to optimize it for the GPU that I.
Like I said, it is a strictly mobile player game compared to whatever they're doing with this MMO slash mobile gacha game hybrid.
I mean, to be fair, even this early on, it probably was one of the better ones that we've had.
Like I get where, if it's the guy who I think it is, I get where they're coming from, but again, mobile versus MMO.
Emmy.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, I should probably go.
I haven't gone back to Honkai in a while.
HR is over here. I'll be back.
I call on the moon's pale light. Here we go. Fight is over. Back at you. It's over.
Casually beat him up. She's gone.
But you know, Honkai's been around for long enough, and they bring in the big bucks somehow.
No.
It's been out for how long now?
3 years, I think.
It's over.
I'm back.
Welcome
No,
back.
Genshin, not Honkai. Honkai's been out for a while.
Oh, not even a month.
What, hasn't been up for a month?
Genshin.
No. Unless you count the beta.
Honkai's been out for years, and they've consistently been bringing in the big bucks.
Get away. I call on the moon's pale light. Try this. Fight is over.
AR-16.
It's over.
It takes a while.
I don't see why they have to lock stuff behind the adventure ring, but I don't play
I
enough
think
games
it's
to do that.
probably because they want you to unlock stuff first and not choose everything. Like higher level friends.
Yeah, because they don't let you join higher level worlds.
The moon shines down.
I mean, all things considered, the there isn't bad.
No escape.
Everybody else is swear up and down. Not that great.
Honestly, the primary reason I like Razor's is aesthetic. In terms of gameplay, I think I'd probably like Jean more.
Jean.
Yeah,
Any particular reason why?
I like her hybrid DPS support style.
Let's see. Honestly, I normally wouldn't play somebody like Razor, but I mean, I don't have a choice. But, I mean, there are ways to get around his slowness. You can just dash cancel. Or, from what I learned from other people, you can jump cancel too.
I prefer the dash canceling. You were about to hit second DM.
You're getting there.
The moon shines down. Ah, you're through. No escape. I call on the moon's pale light.
Like, if we had a guaranteed way to get Jean, I'd probably get her right now.
What about your boy Zhao, though?
You're the one who wants Xiao more than me.
Why were you re-rolling him despite the fact that he wasn't in the game?
He's missing.
Have we seen how he plays yet?
Yeah, we do. He has a lot of aerial attacks, and he does the Dragoon thing.
The
With a bunch
what?
of jumps. The Dragoon thing.
Hmm.
You can probably grab the video of it.
Over here. You're through.
Not that I really like Child being water.
I mean, what would you prefer him?
Wind or electric.
Honestly, I don't even know what element I would associate with him. Maybe ice, cryo. I don't know.
I call on the moon's pale light. Fight is over.
Honestly, we need more
Yes,
cryo.
she is. Consider Child to be cryo?
I mean, I don't know what other element would go well with him. If he wasn't water. Let's see, here's some gameplay.
So long. The moon shines down. Get away.
That was poorly executed.
Why is this not showing his... Oh,
shines down.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. It shows everything. Goes to them, the chat. Well, Discord.
No escape.
You know what that is?
I call on the moon's pale light. Here we go. Fight is over. It's over. Back at you. Back off. Expire. Back to dust.
What games are they cycling through? Honestly, not much. Because I don't really play a lot of stuff throughout the year. What I do is I binge play stuff, and then I just focus on that one game. And then I just don't touch games for the rest of the year. That's just kind of what I do. So right now, I guess just Genshin. Unless you want to hear about my visual novel exploits that I constantly play because I'm a beta tester, but I don't know if that counts.
I'm currently cycling through Genshin, Rune Factory 4, Kingdom Hearts 3 on stream, Tales of Castoria, and somewhat half-heartedly Fire Emblem Heroes.
I don't know. Do we count Fire Emblem? These two specifically?
I mean, I kind of actually did stuff on it until like the past month. I really like Xiao's animations.
They're very fluid.
Gotta throw everything you have when it comes out.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna do. That's why I'm
Or, you know,
ordering for
watch you
him.
guys get him on the first bolt.
I mean, that means I can save for more characters later. That would be a good thing.
Wait, are all of his attacks wind?
Yeah, why?
No, like his normal attacks. No, maybe not.
No, I don't think so.
I saw him doing a bunch of crane damage and I wasn't sure why. Oh, it's his elemental burst.
Yeah.
It turns all of his attacks into wind. What's his elemental skill?
I don't remember. Probably in the video somewhere.
Oh, it's the lunge.
Actually, let me see. I think there's another video that talks about it.
I saw what it was, I just didn't realize that it was his skill that he was doing. Are you playing any of the game, Shins?
I call on the moon's pale light. Fight is over. Break.
Duly noted. Or is it too early?
The moon shines down. You're through.
Ooh, that's nice. His elemental skill lets him use it twice. He just charges forward twice.
What's the cooldown though?
I don't know.
I call on the moon's pale light. Fight is over. It's over. It's done.
I'm missing some sort of mojo, but I don't know what it is.
Emoji, what?
Mojo.
Oh. Hard to hear.
No, it's not any of that cursed bean drink.
I call on the moon's pale light.
Crap, I can't actually use this yet.
Fight is over.
Can't use what yet?
I got a gladiator artifact, which would be great, but I forget I'm using the martial artist set. But not all of my artifacts are martial artists, so if I use the gladiator, I lose the full 4 set bonus.
I mean, I was just gonna mix two 18% attack bonus sets.
The moon shines down.
My plan was to go full gladiator if I would get enough artifacts for it.
Get away! Get away! I call on the moon's pale light. Fight is over. It's fire. It's over. Abandon hope. No. It's over. Over here.
sad that the death count is for muscle memory in this fight.
Over here. You're through. No escape.
What made you stumble back into Tales of Eternia?
Call on the moon's pale light. There. Fight is over.
Kara.
It's you being the dead one.
It's over.
I don't know if he's hearing me.
Aren't I always dead?
What did he just say?
What is working, Mike?
I heard you
Just
just
doesn't want to work.
Did you at least hear my question?
The moon shines down.
Can type it. I will take that as
I've
well.
been meaning to get back to it, so not that. I mean, I am left like right there at the end of the game. Just actually have to go finish it. Although I can say that about a bunch of other games.
I call on the
I
moon's
still haven't
pale
gone
light.
back to fight Maxwell.
Fight is over. It's over.
Gotta get good.
I just need to actually play it.
I'll bite the bullet and level up.
No, it's just me not actually playing the game. In fact, they feel more engaging.
Abandon hope. No.
Okay, this game does not have PS4 controllers.
What?
Does hate them.
Attention.
Genshin hates PS4 controllers.
No, I think PS4 controllers just need to go extinct.
I was trying to open the map and it kept opening the quest page, the wishes page,
Yep.
and then it opened up the map.
Over here.
It does that.
Like, I hope
Which
it actually
KH3
works with
start with KH1 and go in release order. That's kind of how it's usually recommended. Because you'll get very lost if you try to play the other games first. And even if someone tells you, well, like, Birth by Sleep is a prequel, like, don't play it first, it's not the best game to play first. It kind of assumes that you've played... is there a better one? What do you mean by that? Like, in terms of a better starting point, or just a better game as a whole?
The moon shines down.
Yeah, most people agree KH1 is the better starting point. Like, but I know some people who started with KH2 and they enjoyed it, but it's
that
still
would
kind
be
of assumed-
horrible. To start in KH2
I know.
and go back to 1.
I know. It is a weird starting point, but
If
I
you're doing
know
the
people who did
original,
start with
yes.
I know people who started with it, and they still enjoyed it. But yeah, KH1. You really want to start with KH1.
For story purposes, you want
Yeah.
to start with KH1.
For gameplay purposes, you want to start with KH1.
Gameplay wise, then just what is it? Those bundle mixes,
Yeah, they usually come in a bundle.
and then they have
Yeah, no,
the
don't
new-
start with 2. Don't start with 2. You're gonna get
Yeah,
lost
don't do
really quickly.
don't do that.
Well, no, not even that, but just like,
That's my friend.
Well, not even just that. Like the fact that if somebody tells you to start with 2, it's probably because they value the gameplay over the actual story. But I
Yes.
think because, like, I guess just under the assumption that you might enjoy the story, like, kind of go into it as a neutral party and start with 1. Because if you try to go back from 1, or back from 2 to 1, it's gonna be really hard. Because they play pretty differently. That and Chain of Memories is its own thing.
OG Kingdom Hearts.
OG Kingdom Hearts 1 also has more platforming. And it's really wonky platforming.
We don't talk about that.
Triangle doesn't exist.
The gameplay is, I want to call it more simplistic, because it kind of was. But yeah, KH1, like, especially if you just, like, you want to know what's happening in KH2, you want to start with 1.
The moon shines down.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Apparently, to max out your character's level cap in Genshin Impact, they need over 4 million EXP.
Only 4 million.
For
What
a
does that mean in
single
books, though?
It's translated into that here. That is the, I forget what they're called. The best one, the purple one, that's, how many total is that? Calculator. Assuming that you use the one that's the highest tier, you will require.
And I promise KH games aren't this hard.
484. You need 484 of the best EXP books.
It's not terrible. Also, I promise KH games are not all this hard. I'm just a maniac.
Especially since you can grind for them in World Rank 4, apparently.
You could. Also, KH3 is not a good starting point. 100% not a good start.
Who the hell did that?
Nobody did, but I've seen
they're
people who wanted to start with 3.
Why?
Because they saw this, because they saw all the hype and everything. Everybody's like, oh, I want to play it. Like, no.
The moon shines down.
At least, you know, watch a video or something.
Yeah. There's those like 30-minute videos that explain the plot, and it's not even everything, because it doesn't explain the stuff that happens in Union Cross, which you kind of need for KH3. Like, you actually have to play the gacha to understand the plot of 3. That's how insane it is.
Yeah, I ain't going back to that.
Or at least no.
Shit, I still don't even know the gacha since
Can I explain the story to you once?
once. But I don't think I ever clarified the whole retcon from the original browser to the gacha.
I don't even remember the full retcon. Just because I
All I know
had
is-
stopped playing at that point.
All I remember is that the browser was retcon to the gacha. That's all a dream. It's really stupid.
Yes and no.
Isn't all KH3 just a
It
dream?
would still technically happen.
Okay, we want to get philosophical here, then yes.
A scattered dream is like a far-off memory. A
You know what?
far-off memory is like a
It's all about-
scattered dream. I
You know,
wanna
it's
land
all
the
about
pieces
what's it?
of yours.
Feelings. There we go.
Call on the moon's pale light.
Actually, Kingdom Hearts 3 is all about feelings.
Yeah. Well, the story behind Disney characters in KH is that There was apparently a time where the Square Enix, I guess office, if you want to call it that, and the Disney office in Japan were in the same building, and two executives or one from Disney and one from Square Enix, happened to be in an elevator together and discussed the potential of doing a crossover at some point. Because I know that Nomura, I want to say it was Nomura, that had wanted to create a mascot that was pretty much like, I don't want to say an equivalent to Mario, like, but he kind of wanted to rival that, essentially. And everybody's like, well, like, the only people powerful enough to do that are Disney, like with Mickey Mouse. And then, so, the rest is history from there. It became a crossover once
Did we not mess this up?
meeting happened. Huh?
Finally! DM2.
DM2, let's go.
Instant death.
But yeah, that's the general story.
Correct! I don't have the right dash!
Disney characters were a thing. And DM2 comes to an abrupt end.
I did not know that, but I'm also not a diehard fan. The looks of this crap.
I know the story everyone always talks about.
Where's aerial dodge?
Isn't aerial dodge slower though?
No, I'm taking it off.
Oh.
Kingdom Hearts is a mess. Leave it at that.
It's a fun mess.
Except I could sooner explain the story of Metal Gear than I could Kingdom Hearts.
Is it that bad?
It's honestly not that hard to explain if you've played the games. It just sounds like
I've
absolute
played the
nonsense.
games.
No, but I mean from like my own experience. When you're playing the games, they're pretty good about explaining concepts to you.
Are they?
Because each game only really explains a single concept. And you got a whole 30 or something hours to understand that. Like for instance in Kingdom Hearts 1, they explain what the Heartless are. And pretty much darkness. And I guess they introduced the Keyblade, but you don't really understand what the Keyblade is, and you're not really supposed to at that point. And then once you start getting into the other games, they start introducing, well, like, here's what a nobody is. Like, this is, like, what an Unversed is. This is what Dream Eaters are. Stuff like that. But each game takes it pretty slowly and explains it to you pretty well. So it's not super complicated. At least while you're playing them. If you try to watch the 30-minute videos that cram in all information, it just sounds like a bunch of garbled nonsense. That's why you're supposed to play them for 30 hours a piece or however much.
A bunch of garbled nonsense.
I mean, yeah, you could argue that, but I mean, it has general themes that work.
What? What was that?
Don't worry about it.
That was not the right attack at all!
Don't worry about it.
Don't question it.
That's not fair.
Nothing is fair when you play critical mode.
If I wanted this kind of unfairness, I'd be playing Dark Souls right now.
But you're not.
Kingdom Hearts.
I mean, I've heard some people argue that KH is harder than Dark Souls. At least critical mode.
I call
Sounds
on
like
the moon's
some
pale
boom,
light.
some BS.
Level 1 critical mode.
Not that bad.
Well, it depends on what restrictions you're placing on yourself.
I get critical mode.
Like, if you're actually using all of the tools given to you, then I do not think critical mode KH is harder.
No, like what? Okay, like let's assume that you're doing level 1 critical with all the codes on, pretty much.
This only applies to KH3.
I know. Just assume KH3.
I still say it shouldn't be that bad.
And you're fighting the betas.
That's still only KH3 as opposed to every Kingdom Hearts.
Still though. I mean, it's still easy to die in KH2 critical. You can argue that for pretty much any of the games that actually have a critical mode. Which is most of them.
I mean, KH2 is pretty.
It depends though. There's just like cheese methods in
The
KH2.
moon shines down.
KH2 is still easy.
It is, but imagine if you're doing
Thankfully.
critical betas though.
I mean, people are still speedrunning KH2. For
yeah,
fun.
after a long time.
I don't hear anything about KH3 speedruns.
I mean, Dark Souls has speedruns too.
Yes, but KH3 does not that I know of.
Wait, KH3 doesn't what?
Have consistent speedruns.
It doesn't have speedruns? What?
Moon's pale light.
Consistent ones. I don't hear people speedrunning it all the time.
I've
Like-
heard of. Have you not seen the KH3 speedruns though?
Ongoing speedruns? Busy and them are still doing KH2.
Yeah. Actually, no. What they're doing right now is the randomizer.
It's still
It's not just regular
KH2.
KH2.
It's still KH2.
No, but it's a randomizer. It's a mod someone made.
It's still KH2.
It's not KH2. It's a KH2 mod.
It's not a true speedrunner KH2.
They could do someone, if they really wanted to, could do a mod for KH3. You don't see anyone trying to do that.
I mean, there's still people who run them. I mean, there's people who speedrun KH1 and BBS. They're usually the more popular ones to speedrun. If it's not KH2, because everyone speedruns KH2. Also, one of the reasons that they didn't decide to do a lot of speedruns for KH3 is because, I honestly, SG2 didn't get cancelled, but I mean, it was different. Didn't have the same environment, so I don't know if it was really worth it.
It's over. That's all.
Did he just say Axel?
That's what I always thought he was saying.
I don't know why that is always an issue for me in final form.
Can do it.
Yeah, currently on track for the 100, which is ew. I can't believe we're already been at this for an hour.
Yep.
I call on the moon's pale light. This fight is over.
BS, will you live? Please. Oh, it's back.
Maybe. Test the.
Potentially. It's
Oh,
kind of
there we
sort
go.
of. Maybe. It's loading.
Yeah, it's bit the dust once again.
Is it dead again?
Yeah, but no, I don't
Oh,
know
now I see
why.
it.
Did it crash again?
I see
No,
it
it's
moving.
back.
Okay.
Is it gonna
I
stay
see
back
it.
though?
Yeah, it's back. Woo, it's back.
It's stuttering.
Oh yeah, it keeps starting. That's back. Sort of. Ish, maybe. Kinda.
Is my internet
Looks good.
dying?
Yeah, it looks like
It could
it's
be.
fine.
It stutters a little bit. Kinda.
I see constant stuttering.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's stuttering again.
Check. Hmm. Keeps not staying on live for some reason.
On live, it's just stuttering a lot.
I mean, my upload isn't terrible. I mean, my upload isn't terrible. So what's
That
going
again.
on?